Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Union Catholic Livestream. Jacob Netchboard joined here by Jack and Colton. Colton, how you doing?
I'm doing great. Looking for a good game here.
Jack, how are you?
I'm doing great.
All right, so guys, an exciting matchup here. JV boys basketball taking on the SPF Raiders. We said it during JV girls. Always a fun matchup, no matter what level, no matter what sport, when it's Raiders Vikings. So Jack, I'll start with you. What do you want to see from Union Catholic today?
I want to see them push the ball and see if they can get it down the floor faster than the other team, because that could be where they get easy buckets in this type of game, where it might be hard to come by. You can get out, you can get transition, use that skill. Yeah.
I think Colton on the other side, when you look at the Raiders, how do you think they slow down the Vikings today and try to get a win?
I think they're going to have to try and stop them in the paint because UC definitely has some size on them, so they're going to have to definitely try and slow them down in the paint. Although this UC team also has a lot of elite three-point shooters, so they're also going to have to close down the perimeter.
Well, the Raiders start with the ball here. Moving it around. JV girls lost a heartbreaker there, lost by 3, 32 to 29. Pass in the corner, we'll get a travel call there. Union Catholic will get the ball here on the turnover. And number 1, Xavier Thompson, will bring it up for the Vikings. Working off the screen from Sosa. Sosa puts up the shot, no good, gets his own rebound and ends up staying in bounds, stays with the Raiders. Shots put up and good there, number 15.
Yeah, good roll
Nicholson.
here. Using his size. I mean, 15 is probably the tallest person for them. He's got to use his size.
Kane with it in the corner. Over to Rogers. Get back out to Kane. This one gets away from Sosa. Gonna end up out of bounds here, and it'll be Raiders basketball. Driving in quickly here, pull-up shot. It's good from number 5. That's Hunter.
Good action. I think they were getting it back to the inbounder. Good action. Caught the defense line. Caught the defense off guard.
4-0 Vikings trail here. Thompson pull-up shot, no good. Rebounded by Nicholson. Raiders will set up here. Driving in quickly, kicks it over. Nicholson again. We're going to get a travel called. So it's 4-0. Raiders with the lead. Vikings really have only gotten the one shot off from Thompson. Coach Young elects to take a timeout here. So, Jack, just a couple minutes into this game, 4-0. What have you thought about the Vikings, and why do you think Coach Young takes this timeout?
I think the Vikings are I think the Vikings are a little bit sloppy defensively just to start out the game. I think that they just miscommunicated. I mean, these Raiders players could hit those mid-range shots that they're giving them. And they get it inside. I think that UC is going to try to formulate a plan so they can secure their offenders.
And then Colton on the other side, the Raiders, what do you think they're talking about in this timeout, and what have you thought about their start to this game?
I mean, they're definitely having a better start than this Vikings team, but because they've been using their size inside, getting inside the paint, and that's really what UC should try to do, is get inside, use their size to their advantage. It's just that SPF has been doing that a little bit better within the first couple minutes of play.
Down comes to Andrew Miller. Here's Thompson. Kicks it back out to Rogers. Rogers Pull-up shot, no good. Rebounded by Nicholson of the Raiders. Fuentes pull-up shot, it's no good. They get a whistle here. It's going to be a foul called on the Raiders. It's Hunter there on the foul. And Kendall Philston checks in for the Vikings.
Kind of freshman for freshman here. Ian out for Kendall.
Thompson puts up the shot. First points of the day for the Vikings. It's Xavier Thompson.
Really shifty guard I've seen.
This one does fall, and it's going to be a foul called. 6-2 with a chance for a three-point play. It's Fuentes to the line. First shot, or only shot, excuse me, is good. This one won't fall for the Vikings. Sosa fighting for the rebound. No fouls called. Here's Hunter with some nice moves, puts up the shot, and the Raiders lead here 9-2. Here's Sosa, kicks it back out to Philistine. Thompson in the corner for three. It's good. Xavier Thompson's got 5. All 5 of the Vikings points so far. Now here's Hunter with it. Passes it over, drive in, puts up the shot, no good, and Sosa with the rebound. Gets it poked away from behind, stolen back, and the Raiders with the easy points there. It's 11-5. Thompson again here. 7 points for the Vikings.
Yeah, they got Xavier Thompson off ball. On that three-point shot, I really like when he gets off ball sometimes. You know, he's a good dribbler, but sometimes he can just sit in the corner and then the defense can collapse and he can get an easy shot because he's also a good three-point shooter. So if he doesn't need to do too much on one possession, that could save him.
Thompson with some good moves here. He puts up another shot, won't go. Sosa fighting for the rebound, can't handle it, and the Raiders come away. Spin move, puts up the shot, no good. Thirteen to 7 here. That's Thompson. We get a foul called there on Noah Sosa. Greg Valoria checks into the game. Brennan Aponte as well. Passing in the corner. Kicks it back upstairs. And this one, Thompson gets a hand on it, but it ends up with the Raiders. They put up the shot, and it's good. 15-7. 8-point lead for the Raiders. Foul called here. Ponte on the inbound here. Thompson puts it up. It's good. Xavier Thompson with 9 points. Vikings with 9 points. First quarter, it's really, storyline's been the defense of the Vikings getting picked apart here by the Raiders, but a nice steal for Aponte. Valoria with an open look for 3. It's good. (15-12). All right, Jack.
First basket for someone other than Xavier, right there. Maybe more guards on the floor to take the pressure off of Xavier, trying to bring up the ball on it and use his energy.
Shot won't go there. We're going to get a foul called. Like a tug of the jersey there. Number 20, Winters checks into the game. Thompson. And won't get the shot off. That'll end the first. It's 15-12. But Colton, Vikings really come alive there towards the end of the first quarter, only down by 3. So what's the approach going into the second?
I mean, as we've seen in the first quarter, I think Thompson has just a lot of confidence, takes a lot of shots, and he's making a lot of shots. Has 9 out of the 12 points for the Vikings. So I'm going to say keep going to Xavier, really shifty guard. He really gets to the basket real well. So I think they should just keep using him. And then Greg had a nice 3 there on the wing, got an open shot. So look for the open shots and look for Xavier to maybe drive in and get a basket.
And then, Jack, on the other side, when you look at the Raiders, I mean, that offense was really picking apart Union Catholic there, just finding the open lanes, but kind of slowed down towards the end of the first quarter. So what is their approach going into
Well,
quarter
yeah,
number 2?
because I'm hearing push every single time where they get an opportunity because, you know, whenever somebody falls down after a shot, you know, that always happens. You want to push the ball. You want to push the ball. And then, you know, Raiders number 15 is causing a lot of size problems for Union Catholic. And, you know, in the post, it's really hard. Kendall, they tried Kendall, try Ian, but maybe they can see what happens without him on the floor.
All right, well, it's 15-12 going into quarter number 2. We'll take a look at varsity Union Catholic Vikings schedule here. They're not playing here today. They are playing SPF on the road at 2 o'clock. So 3 road games here in a row. It's SPF, Plainfield, and Westfield. 3 games that could really boost that momentum up. And then St. Thomas Aquinas back here at home, or could be a neutral site, excuse me. And then Union will be back here at home on the 30th. Big games coming up for them. Just added the game versus St. Rose, who's actually ranked number 1 in the state right now.
Number 1.
Number
wow.
1.
A lot of towns, and there's number 1.
Inbound comes to, it's Valoria with it now. And this one will be Raiders ball. Valoria with the steal, kicks it back out to Aponte for 3. It's good. Ties it up there for the Vikings. There's the Raiders. 15 all here and a good run from Union Catholic carrying over into the second.
Yeah, UC's getting their 3-point shots they want, and they're knocking them down right now, but that's what the Raiders are kind of giving them, is those 3-point shots. I mean, we saw a few from Xavier, then we saw one from Greg, and then we saw another one from Aponte. Those were all kind of wide open or shots they couldn't hit, and Hit him.
Ian Rogers checks in for the Vikings. Kicks it into the corner, takes a step in, floater shot, no good. Winters on the rebounds, and he puts it back, it's good.
Good.
17-15 here. Shot from 3, it's good. Jay Kane there.
This Viking team really loves their threes.
Yeah, but that's what they're kind of giving them to you. What they're kind of giving to UC, but I mean, they don't look so happy about giving the three-point shot up. But you know, that's what they've been given for the whole game. But that was kind of a miscommunication there.
Well, 4 threes for the Vikings so far from 4 different guys, and they lead 18-17. So, Colton, you think they stick with that?
I mean, if Xavier's not on the floor right now, they have to find other ways to score outside of him. So I think that's what Coach Young is trying to do, trying to get more guys involved. And clearly it's working, you know, getting a lot of three-point opportunity, and they're making the threes. So I think they could stick with that until they get Xavier back in the game and start using him again.
The Raiders started off hot here, really picking apart Union Catholic, but UC made some adjustments. Coach Young makes some adjustments, and now they have the lead 18-17.
Just somebody had to go on along the ride with Xavier to start the game, and then some people came along the ride, and it was a different ball game.
Raiders with it in the corner. Pass back upstairs. Pull up shot is in and out, no good. Rebounded by Richardson. Which one is it? This one from Kane is good. No good. Out of bounds. Fight for it here, and we're finally going to get the jump ball called. And it'll go to the Raiders.
That was like one of those parties. With a bunch of people, everybody falls on the floor.
Hunter checks back in for, excuse me, that's Young. Shot from 3 here for the Raiders, no good. Rebounding for Winters, he puts it back up. Won't get it to go. Young puts it up, it's good. (19-18), Raiders with the lead. Valoria to Aponte in the corner for 3 off the rim. Rogers with the rebound, gets it back to Aponte, who loses it. Jay Kane trying to get the steal, does come away with it. Now here's Valoria. Puts it up, no good. Long pass down the court, and that one does fall for number 3.
Yeah, like I said, they're trying to push it out every single opportunity.
21-18 here. 3-point lead for the Raiders. Here's Kane with it. Out to Valoria. Over to Rogers, who puts up the shot.
Good pick and roll. I mean, it didn't end the way, but I like that pick and roll from Ian. Raiders with it now. Shot there does fall for number 3 again. That's a crafty move.
Now, good run for the Raiders, 23-18. And we're going to get a whistle here.
Oh, the elbows came up.
Yeah. This Raiders team's having a big run right now. Down by 5.
Well, but if they can keep this game to 5, then, you know, I think they wouldn't be, like, you know, pleased. But they would be like, okay, they went on a run. It's only a 5-point game. But if they surrender more threes or more twos, and it's going to be, they could have the momentum. But right now, if they end the half like 5, I don't know if they would be pleased, but hey.
Shot put up there, no good. Ponce with the rebounds. Long pass down to Rogers is stolen away. Pass to Young for 3, no good. Now here's Rogers. We got 2:50 to go here in the first half. Deloria tries the deep 3. No good. Young, coast to coast, puts up the shot. Now the Raiders lead by 7, 25-18. Foul call. The Viking ball underneath.
This Raiders team really loves their fast break opportunities. They've been utilizing like the whole game almost.
Well, yeah, because they have Young, who's very fast. He's getting down the floor, and he kind of leaves the break. If it's not him, then he's going to be the one getting up the break, letting his teammates get up the break, and then he's going to be passing them.
Gonna get a travel call there on the Raiders. The Viking ball underneath, Miller on the inbounds. Here's Valoria, 2 minutes to go here. Pass in the corner, shot from 3 is no good. And we're gonna get a jump ball. Stays with Union Catholic. And ends up out of bounds, be UC ball again here. Time on the sideline. Here's Ponce. Valoria will try the 3, no good. Now Young using his speed, puts it up and gonna get a foul called there on Greg Valoria. Good. 1:10 to go. Sosa here puts up the shot. He's fouled.
I think that's the type of play the Vikings should be looking for more, is getting inside and using Sosa's aggressiveness to try and draw a foul like they just did, or get a 2 at the rim. I don't think right now the threes aren't falling for them, so they have to try and do something different to try and get some points up.
Yeah, especially when Xavier's on the court, you can try to get it inside and see other ways you can score. Because yes, hitting wide open threes are nice, but what happens when those don't drop? You gotta be able to,
Yeah.
kind of pivot.
Got just under a minute to go here. It's 26 to 18, 8-point lead for the Raiders. Scoring up, no good. Ponte with the rebound. Get a whistle. Rogers checks into the game. Shots up, no good. And we get a travel called. 17.2 to go with Raiders with the ball. Late pass inside, puts up the shot and good.
Good pick and roll there.
Valorio got the shot up. No good, and that will end the first half. And guys, I mean, Vikings really go stale there in that second quarter.
I mean, yeah, the Raiders were using other things that the UC wasn't. They were using their players, really fast players, to drive to the basket, get open looks with the transition and the just using their speed to just get to the basket and get easy points right there. And they were really just hitting their shots. For UC, they got to really start. They got to start picking up the pace. Maybe use that pick and roll. Start using their bigger guys and get inside for easy twos.
We'll take a break here. We'll have Viking cheerleaders, and we'll be back with the second half in just a few minutes. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Union Catholic Livestream. Second half here, JV boys action. It's 28-18, a great second quarter for the Raiders, not so great for the Vikings. So, Colton, I'll ask you, how did the Vikings get back to what they were doing at the end of that first quarter?
I think just right there, they got to use their size to their advantage as Ian gets a good block. They got to use their size. I think they got to start running that pick and roll, and they can get points in the paint. And I wouldn't rely too much on that three-pointer. That's how you build a lead, is drawing fouls and getting twos.
Open shot here is no good. Back upstairs, almost backcourt, but able to get it back. No good there. Sosa trying to fight for the rebound. It ends up out of bounds. It'll be Viking ball. Union Catholic ball underneath here, foul on the Raiders.
You can see already UC making it a purpose to get the ball inside.
Inbound comes right to Thompson, misses the shot, and it's rebounded by the Raiders. Raiders moving the ball around here. A lot of passing, driving in now. Sosa closely guarding, and he foul called there on Sosa. Takes a couple steps in, puts up the shot, is good.
Flow game. Why go all the way to the paint when you can just float it up?
This is true. It's 30-18. Thompson with it for the Vikings, loses the ball. Stolen away. The pass ends up out of bounds. Travel's called here. Turnover on the Vikings. Now a long shot there from the Raiders. It's good. Hunter. And now a timeout taken by Coach Young. So Jack, I mean, Vikings just really struggling to figure anything out here. What's going wrong?
The Vikings, I mean, they're just letting those three-point shots go, and I feel like, you know, Raiders just hit it now. I mean, they already got an advantage, and they've just been hitting from there and in transition everywhere on the floor. They've been hitting the shots.
I mean, Colin, what do you think that the Vikings have to do to get back in this game?
You know, it's tough. I'm sure coach is probably drawing up a play right now. They gotta start finding a way to score. It's tough because they're struggling right now. They haven't scored in the last 5 minutes or so of play, and they gotta figure out to drive in the paint or something. They gotta figure out some plays and start running some plays so start getting a run.
All right, so it's 33-18 here. Vikings trail big. stolen away by the Raiders. Using some speed, puts up the shot, it's good. Height with a nice move and a travel again. Thompson and Rogers check back in. Shots put up, no good. Rebound, and another putback there for the Raiders. Now Rogers, 37 to 18 here. Here's Valoria driving in, puts up the shot, and it's good. Vikings' first points in quite a long time. Sit now 17. So ends up out of bounds, so a turnover. Vikings get the ball back.
See, I think the Vikings have to capitalize on these plays. I mean, if they're going to turn over the ball like that, they got to start scoring off those possessions.
Yeah, when you're up by 17, it's kind of the worst thing when I see as a coach is your team making those kind of mistakes. Because you already build up such a big lead, and it's like you're giving it away so easily.
So it ends up out of bounds. It'll be Raiders ball. Shot from three for the Raiders, drains it. Now 40 to 20 here. Rogers gets it poked away, but Valoria able to recover. Passes him into the corner. Takes the shot, and no good.
Raiders tighten up their defense.
Bringing it down quickly are the Raiders. Like Colton said before, they love the fast break. Puts this one off, it's good. So Valoria to Aponte.
Good basket right there.
Ends up out of bounds. Inbound, puts up the shot, no good. Rogers trying to bring it up quickly here. Stolen by the Raiders. And something good from Hunter. Foul called there on the Raiders, number 22. called. Foul there on the Raiders. It'll be Valoria with 2 shots. Minute 50 to go here in the third. First shot from Greg is good.
I think this is what the Vikings need more of, is more fouls, and that's how they're going to build up this lead.
Second shot is good. 7 points there for Valoria now. Just wide open. Puts it up. It's good.
I heard them call Flacco. Is that the
I don't know.
throw it up the court?
Long pass down to Hunter. And he finishes and one.
You know what they call that play? The Mason Rudolph.
That's a good one. 48-24. Chance for a 3-point play here for Hunter. Shot's good. Ponte taking a step in. He's fouled. Viking ball underneath. 49-24 here. Valoria puts it up. He'll have 2 shots. First shot from Valoria, no good. Got Mahomes now. Second shot won't fall. Driving in, puts up a shot and one.
Well, Mahomes did work.
51-24 here. Shot is good.
I feel like that play you're supposed to throw it down the floor, but they were back, so they just kind of freelanced it out of it.
Kicks it out to Kendall. He puts up the shot, it's good.
Good move, good spin.
Valoria gets it poked away from behind, stolen by the Raiders. 10 seconds to go here. And that one's good. So 55-26. And that'll do it for the third quarter. We'll take a short break here. Be right back with the fourth. back here for the fourth.
Selfie.
Here's a Ponte. Puts up the shot, no good. Gabe Barnes in the game now.
Raiders still playing hard on defense. I mean, I really like their man-to-man. I mean, they're just manning up in there. I think because in the first quarter, UC was hitting some threes, and then you know it's like, okay, they're gonna hit these threes all day long if you give it to them.
Long pass down the court, puts this one up, it's good. 57-26 here. A timeout taken here by Coach Young. So guys, what do you think Coach Young takes his timeout for?
I just think just slow the pace up. You know, you have new players in. You got to make sure that you kind of know, and you got to keep kind of playing through it. It's a hard game, but you gotta keep playing through it. You gotta play the whole 42 or whatever it's 36, 42. You gotta play the whole time, and you gotta be able to. You gotta have like at the end of the game, like the Raiders gotta say like respect. It was a great game between us. Like, even though they won, it was a great game. I mean, the Raiders aren't stopping their defense, so they gotta know that it's time. Like we still gotta go.
Colton on the other side, what do you think the Raiders are talking about?
I mean, considering how they've been playing, up by have a big lead, the 6 minutes left in the fourth, they're probably still going to keep playing the same way they were. You know, high intensity, a lot of touchdown passes, and just a lot of defense.
Foul called here on Ponte drives in, puts up the shot, and one.
No.
Calvi Pereira checks into the game. And the shot won't fall. Deep three here, no good. Be Viking ball here. Ponte. Nice pass over, no good. Shelby on the rebound, puts it back up, it's good. There we go. Deep three, no good. And one here. Full subs here for the Raiders. That one won't go. Trips and falls there. Long shot from three, it's in and out, no good. Kendall with the rebound.
Timeout by Union Catholic.
We'll take a short break here and be right back. And we're back here. A minute 50 to go. So it's stolen away. Shot from three. It's no good. This one's up and good from Kendall. Under a minute to go here. It's 57-34. This one's swatted away, but a foul's called. 2 shots for Hunter here. First one's good. Second one's good, or no good. And with 5 seconds to go here, Vikings will look to just dribble it out. And that'll do it. It's a tough loss for Union Catholic, 58-34. Guys, takeaways from this game.
I would say that for takeaway, don't let this game get to you. I mean, it was just one bad game. You know, they had a really good start to the game. I think they played well in the first half. It's just the second half, the Raiders just started piling on a lot of points and going on big runs, and that's really just what ruined this UC team. So, overall, I think they should just keep playing good basketball and just focus on the next game.
Jack?
Yeah. I mean, they fought to the end, and even though it was a big loss, as Colton said, you can't hang your head on this game. You gotta go through the season. This is a hard team you play. They were very skilled when you played them, and you played till the end.
We'll take a short break here. We'll have freshman basketball coming up after this. Stay tuned.